Hello, dear friends. Today I bring you a very special and moving content that will certainly touch everyone's hearts. Let's dive into the life and spiritual passing of one of the greatest icons in music history, the acclaimed and brilliant Freddie Mercury. Freddie, born Ferik Bulsar on September 5, 1946, on the island of Zanzibar, was the charismatic and talented lead vocalist of the band Queen. His powerful voice and unparalleled stage presence captivated millions of fans worldwide, transforming the band into a global phenomenon. Songs like Bohemian Rhapsody, We Are the Champions, and Somebody to Love became anthems that transcend generations. However, beyond his incomparable talent, Freddie's life was also marked by challenges and excesses. As a homosexual, he faced prejudice and difficulties that led him to live intensely, often pushing the limits with parties, sex, and neglect of his health. The discovery that he had contracted HIV, at a time when the disease was still surrounded by stigma and fear, was a devastating blow. On November 24, 1991, Freddie passed away due to complications related to AIDS, leaving an immense void in the music world and in the lives of his fans. Today, we bring an emotional psychographed letter from Freddie Mercury, written from the spiritual plane. In this letter, Freddie shares his deep reflections and learnings after his passing. He talks about the longing he feels for his family, friends, and especially his inseparable friend Mary Austin. Mary was his fortress, his confidant, and the one who understood him the most in his decisions and sexual orientation. Freddie also addresses the mistakes and excesses of his life, acknowledging that he went too far and neglected his health. He narrates his painful experience in the lower zones, the confrontation with his inner demons, and the eventual spiritual elevation that led him to a wonderful place, described as a true paradise. Freddie reveals that despite never having believed in God or Jesus during his life, he began to question his beliefs when facing the difficulties of the lower zones. His supplications and prayers were heard, and he was rescued to a spiritual colony where he found peace and purpose, now acting as a mentor to young people who passed away in cruel and unjust ways. This letter is a powerful message of love, redemption, and hope. Freddie Mercury, from the spiritual plane, offers us valuable lessons about life, love, and the importance of doing good. So, don't miss this exclusive video. Let's together learn more about Freddie Mercury's spiritual journey and the inspiring messages he has for all of us. Watch now and be moved by this incredible story of overcoming and spirituality. Now let's hear from our brother.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil. Love of my life, you've heard me. Anybody find me somebody to love? Singing, we will rock you. We are the champions, my friend. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I want to break free. All we hear is radio gaga, radio goo. A bell that rings inside your mind. No stain, all we need is one.
Dear family, friends, and fans. This is Freddie Mercury speaking to you from the spiritual plane. I take this opportunity to share with you a bit of my post-life journey, my reflections, and learnings. First of all, I must say that I deeply miss all of you. My heart is filled with memories of the wonderful moments we shared, the laughter, the tears, and the songs that marked our lives. I especially miss my inseparable friend, Mary. Mary, you were my fortress in all moments, my most loyal friend, my most faithful confidant. You understood me like no one else, respected my decisions and my sexual orientation, and I am eternally grateful for your unconditional love. The bond we had transcends time and space, and I still feel your presence and support, even from here. During my earthly life, as many know, I lived intensely. As a homosexual man, I often pushed the limits with parties, sex, and neglect of my health. The discovery that I had contracted HIV was a hard blow, and with it came the painful revelation that many of those who claimed to be my friends during the grand parties filled with drinks, drugs, and orgies distanced themselves. They delighted in my company during moments of abundance, but few stayed when I most needed support and understanding. Today, from the spiritual plane, I can clearly see that it was all part of my destiny. I had to face the consequences of my choices, and this led me to pass through the lower zones, the valley of suicides. This was an extremely challenging period, where I was confronted with my own inner demons. I had to face my mistakes, my fears, my failures, and fight to free myself from all that imprisoned me. I confess that, during my life, I never cared about God or Jesus. To me, it all seemed like nonsense and fanaticism. However, going through the lower zones and experiencing those intense and painful experiences, I began to realize that if that was possible, then there must be something greater, a higher force governing everything. It was a process of self-discovery and discovery that made me rethink many of my concepts. I began to question myself, to confront my karmas and demons, and in a moment of deep despair, I called for help in a way I had never done before. My prayers and supplications were heard. Over time, I elevated myself spiritually, until the day I was rescued from the lower zones and taken to a wonderful spiritual colony. This place is truly breathtaking, something that in the earthly plane we would call paradise. Here, I am surrounded by good spirits, and despite my homosexual condition, I was welcomed and loved. I revised my concepts, learned a lot, and today I am truly happy. I found a deep purpose in acting as a mentor who assists young people who passed away in cruel and unjust ways. I love the work I do and feel that I have finally achieved true happiness. I receive your prayers and they strengthen me immensely. I would like to take this letter to send a special message to the youth. Do not follow the path I took in private life. Do good to your parents and everyone around you. Life is precious and must be lived with responsibility and love. God guides our steps and nothing escapes His eyes. Please remember me with affection. Keep in your hearts the good things I left and let our songs continue to bring joy and inspiration to your lives. I love you all, and please know that I am very well and happy on the spiritual plane. With all my love and gratitude. Freddie Mercury.
End of the letter. Freddie Mercury lived a life full of intensity, creativity, and passion, leaving an indelible legacy in music and pop culture. As the charismatic lead vocalist of Queen, he enchanted millions with his powerful voice, theatrical performances, and innovative compositions. Despite facing initial difficulties, he and his band achieved monumental success, influencing generations of musicians and fans. Besides his professional success, Freddie's personal life was marked by deep and lasting relationships, especially with Mary Austin, whom he considered the love of his life, and Jim Hutton, his partner until the end. Freddie's battle against HIV/AIDS and his decision to keep his condition secret for so long reflect the challenges and stigma faced by many at the time. Freddie Mercury passed away in 1991, but his spirit lives on through his music. He continues to be a source of inspiration and admiration, symbolizing the power of authenticity, innovation, and courage. His contribution to music and culture is immense and enduring, ensuring that his legacy remains vibrant and relevant for many years. But what about you? What did you think of the letter? Do you think it matches Freddie? What's your favorite Queen song? Comment. Share your opinion, which is crucial for us. Remember that our goal is to convey the message and never to disparage any religion or belief. Thank you for staying with us. Leave your like, subscribe to our channel, and activate the bell so you won't miss any video. May the peace of the Lord be with you and your family.
Mamma mia, let me go.